everybody. I am Emmanuel the Cracker from Tell Nigerians, and beside me is
Kemi Afolabi.
you are talk about something you want Olaremi to introduce herself properly to tell us something with Facebook. Can you tell us again?
Emotional contagion on Facebook. It's like the way
Emotional
contagion.
contagion. Can you spell this contagion?
CONCAGION.
One more time. CONCAGION. Contagion. What does it mean?
Basically, it's just about you. For instance, if you're smiling, I can get contagious. It is contagious. Your smile. I can share your emotions. So it's just about the way people share their emotions. Like if you're crying, I'll share it to you. So on Facebook, people, it's an avenue for people to share their emotions, they share their pictures, they share whatever they are going through, and people tend to like or share the same emotion. That's why it's called emotional contagion.
Emotional contagion. So you mean that this my own emotion can affect you, or
yes.
Is it that because of my own emotion, or you have the same emotion like me?
The transference of emotions.
Okay, that means my emotions can affect someone else, not that this person really feel this way before.
Yeah, because
okay.
I have that emotion. There's every probability for you to catch the emotion.
Okay.
For example, if I just come to you and I start laughing, there's every probability for you to just start laughing without knowing why I'm laughing. And if I'm crying,
even though you are running, if you run to me, I'll be running also, running away.
Just like maybe there's something happening and you see people running. You don't even know what is happening and you too start running. So that's just the idea of the contagion. So now on Facebook, the way the messages go viral, information spreads like wildfire. Yeah. For instance, let me give you an example of the Belgium attack that was just recent.
Yeah.
You see people changing their display pictures just to show their solidarity and everything. Yeah. So that is the way emotion is being contagious. And so now, the world is now digitalized. It's no more face-to-face. Now everything is happening on the internet. So that's why I'm working on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So please, I want us to go on one step backward. What do you study?
Business communication.
Business communication.
Yeah.
And you were doing your master's at the University of Freiburg in Switzerland.
Yeah.
So now this contagious, or the way you call it, this emotional contagious, or what is the continuity of this contagious? If I want to say this, is it contagious?
Like I said, it's a digital world now. It's a digital world now, and most of the researchers are going in the aspect of the digital era.
Yeah.
You understand? Many research has been done on the face-to-face communication. So now everything is now being diverted to the digital world because most of the people on Facebook, they spend most of their day, if not on Facebook. So that's why we need to carry out that research on Facebook.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you have to say about this?
Yeah, I think I'm quite familiar with what she's trying to talk about because during my studies in the university, I think we also had to look into like pictures. You have to bring a picture and then they have to check what areas people tend to view particularly. There's a point to show that like when someone just look at the picture, they don't really look at everything. There are particular places where they tend to look at, and when you find out, if you compare everything, you see that majority of the people look at that particular place, maybe the forehead or the lip. So I think
And why do you think people are more particular about a particular point in a picture or a particular part of a picture? Why is it like that?
I can't really say, but I think we're humans. There's one thing that everyone wants to see in a person.
Yeah.
For example, when you're talking about the face,
so if you look at me, what do you want to see in my face?
At first, I want to see if you have a pointed nose or you have one, or I want to see like if you have a nice eyes or something like that.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
So these are the things. What about you? When you look at someone, what do you expect to see?
For instance,
what are you looking
when
for?
we were talking and you smiled,
Yeah.
I smiled back.
Okay.
So that just illustrates everything I was just saying. No,
Okay, yeah, okay, good. If we are coming back to what you just said, if you are looking at somebody, what do you see? What do you want to see? Because there is a song that says that what you're looking for and what you want to see. So what do you see when you look at somebody?
I I think the eyes.
The eyes,
yes,
okay.
your expression.
Okay.
If I see you and I see that you look friendly, then I'll be attracted to you, coming to you. So the eyes sees it all.
So, Mr. Falabi, according to this topic now, let's come back to the original topic about the contagious act in Facebook. What is this, in your own opinion, as a lawyer?
Well, in my own opinion, what I would say is that it's all about studying people, not from what they say, but from their physical appearance. Let me put it in a nutshell: their body language, which is a very, very important aspect when it comes to human understanding. How to understand human patterns, like psychology, how we interact socially, because there is more to what you say, than what we even hear. And how do we understand that? It is by studying the body language of the respective individuals we have in engagements with, which is actually something that we do in the legal arena. Because if you're giving evidence in court, the court of law, and the judge wants to see you, you have to look straight into the judge's eye. It's not because he likes your face, actually. He wants to read your demeanor.
Okay. In this sense, now you know that some people are good actors and actresses. So, for example, I can act. How do you detect that this guy, this person in question, is acting, or this is the real guy? How do you say this?
Well, what I believe is that you cannot be more than who you are. Maybe I would explain that.
Do you think some people cannot act what she's doing in studies and what she's going to do for her thesis, and how important the thesis will be in Africa and also in Europe? Can you continue?
Okay, my name is Olayemi Sergio, like I mentioned earlier, and I'm from Mobile Kita, Ogun State. I'm presently in university. I'm a student in the university, and I'm studying business communication. For my thesis, I'll be working.
You cannot act. You can act it, but at the point, you can't keep acting.
So how much time do you have for the investigation? It's another question.
Well, it all depends on the person, and how that person has actually been practicing the concept of, should I say, deceit, trying to perform, staying to act. But the truth is that at the point, you will be yourself.
Okay.
You know.
At the point,
The limits vary.
The question is
from individual.
my question is the time.
Okay.
How much time do you have to really investigate, to view, to see somebody true color? How much time do you need to do that? Do you have all the time?
Well, you really don't have all the time. But as an investigator, there are certain attributes that you're looking for.
Okay, good.
That is the more reason why it is not what the person is saying you are paying attention to. It is how the person is saying it, his eyes. I can be saying something now, and my eyes are turning off.
So if we bring that back to your original topic, your topic is about this feeling, the transfer of this feeling, something like this, of this emotion. But then, for example, I can be feeling very bad, very hungry, and I can post on my Facebook page that I am doing this transfer. If somebody else is feeling the same, how does it, what are you going to say about this?
One thing you need to realize is the difference between the virtual world and real life.
Yeah.
And that enough. All of them. It's a big difference.
Yeah.
So even if I'm not talking about, I'm sorry to cut you.
No
I'm not
problem.
talking about what is all about. It's not about being hungry or something. It's talking about emotions that you feel.
Okay.
So for
So,
instance,
for example,
anger, joy, sadness, grief, anticipation.
Okay, for example, I saw a Facebook page this morning. The guy wrote that feeling cool, because the picture is close to the swimming pool, so he took some pictures along with the background of the swimming pool, and he's saying something, for example, Johnson Okoro feeling cool. How do you interpret this?
For instance, you see somebody that is happy or sad, but does it really exist? So that's what we are trying to measure, how the emotions exist in the virtual world.
So which parameter are you using to measure this?
For now, I'm going to use the PANS scale.
PANS
And
scale.
it's a psychological, like an
Story-
evaluation.
Evaluation tool in
Yeah,
psychology, okay?
to measure people's emotions. Like there's this thing called the wheel of emotions. It was made by Abraham Puthoff. And
And
that's
who is
what I'm
this guy?
basing. He's a psychologist.
From where?
He's an American psychologist.
Okay. And
Yeah.
is he still alive or dead?
Yeah, he's still alive.
Still alive.
Well, yeah, he's a theorist. Yeah.
Okay.
So he was one of the theorists of the emotion. He was one of the theorists, the proponents of the emotional theory. Yes. So that's
So now your thesis, the basis of your thesis is based on this guy's idea.
yes, it's based on.
Are you sure that this idea is good?
Of course, it's good.
How do you-
Because
have
I'm
you
trying
tested
to
it?
measure. Yeah, I'm trying to measure emotions in the digital world. Of course, we know that emotions exist in the physical world. I'm trying to see how these emotions are being portrayed in the virtual world.
Okay.
So that's what I'm just trying to measure.
Okay. So have you ever gotten a result based on this? Do you have any results?
Well, I'm still working on it, and I made an initial example. For instance, you see how emotion exists already, like
Yeah.
the French attack, the Belgium attack. You see that there was a sort of collective emotion. People came together from all over the world to express their grief
Their
and
feeling.
to support
Okay.
Belgium
Yeah.
and whatever country.
Yeah.
Even the Charlie Hebdo case
Yeah,
in
in
France.
France, yeah.
You can see that people, even the Bring Back Our Girls, even in Nigeria,
Yeah.
you can see that the Bring Back Our Girls story. You can see people
Okay.
coming up to bring their hashtags and everything just to express
I
themselves.
just want to know, for example, you just told me how long you're going to spend.
Yeah, approximate, because when it comes to doing research, you can't really, it's feasible because I have lots of information on Facebook. The people I'm going to sample, I'm going to sample people, I'm going to do a form of questionnaire.
Okay.
So it's feasible for me, but getting people to fill the questionnaire is another problem. So I need to consider all that. So I can't really say, yes, for me to be able to analyze
So
the
you want
data
to
and know.
do carry out like a questionnaire.
Yeah,
Uh,
it's a survey.
okay. So which audience do you consider to get? What is your audience? What group of people are in your audience?
Mostly youth and students, because those are the people that spend most of their time on Facebook.
Okay. So between which age and youth, say 16,
Maybe
35, or
from-
20, like this?
Basically, university students, maybe from 18 to 30.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And you think that with this you can get some result. And what are you going to do with your results?
When I get the result, I don't know what the results will be now. I could get the questionnaires and see that probably emotions don't even exist on Facebook. I don't know yet. So I need to get my results from my data and then analyze my data. Yeah, but I know that emotions exist on Facebook. But I just need to prove it, you understand?
And yeah, you want to prove it. And people, I believe that people from different regions at a particular point of time also feel something similar. For example, we as Nigerians, there are some things we feel that typical Swiss people will not feel at a particular time. So my question to you is that, who is your audience in terms of region? For example, Europe, Africa, Asia, or America?
For now, because I'm here in Europe, the majority of the population I'm going to sample will be Europeans.
Okay.
But because it's on the internet, anybody has access, anybody could come across the questionnaire. So, but because I'm here, because I'm in this location, I would say my population sample would be the people in the city.
So which percentage of this group of people are you giving to Europeans? And which percentage are you giving to other?
Like I said, it's not in my control to give percentage to Europeans or Africans.
Who is
I'm
in
just
this control?
trying
Who is
to
controlling
sample.
this?
It's what, people, I'm going to put it on the internet. And
Okay.
anybody could have access to it. So maybe when I collect all the data,
You're
then I
going to
can
put it
sell.
on the internet how? You want to put
I'm
it
going to
on
make my questionnaires. I'm going to use this tool called Google Survey.
Okay.
And then I'll send an email, like a bulk email to people
So
that
you want
use
to
Facebook.
send bulk emails to
Yes,
people?
yes.
I have a question you're going to be sending to. Are they the people you know or you don't know? You just want to.
I'm going to, I have my population size already. So I have like a number of people I'm going to send it to. And then I'll create the questionnaire with the Google survey, put everything I need to put, and then I'll send it to people. If I send it to people that I know, I'm being biased. And that's why it's called random sampling.
Are you, but so now that goes to my question. Do you think it's going to be efficient? Because we have like spam. Some people don't like receiving, or they don't even like opening mails that they don't know what it's here. Yeah, because just for example, like me, once the mail comes, once I see the heading, I know who it's from. I know if it's something I want to open, go ahead and I close. And for example, I've been sent so many surveys in, and I just delete it. So that's what I'm trying to ask you. Do you think such strategy will be efficient for you?
Yeah, I think so.
You think so, even with the feeling of people saying that it's a spam or
mail,
bulk mail? You think?
It depends on the intro. Yes, I know there's a problem with the spam thing, but I think that's the only way I could use to get my...
How many supervisors do you have from the university?
I have one supervisor.
The professor?
Yeah.
Male or female?
It's male.
Male, okay. And okay, now your project is still on, and I believe that this question is very important, and because your data is your result. Yeah, without your good data,
Depends on how
no matter what kind of analytical tool you apply, if the data is wrong, then the output will be wrong. Thank you so much. And then, in your own sense, what kind of idea do you think, since you are not 100% sure that this method will be fine, what do you consider better?
I think for her, to me, I would say it doesn't have to be like, you don't have to think of being biased here, because it has to be with your work and you have to deliver. And so I think it's better you like try to use the area of friends of friends. With that way they can read. You tell like, you start with your own friends, your Facebook friends, you introduce, you tell them, this is what I want to do, I need some data, I need to, it's my project. And then you tell them, please help me tell your friends, and take permission to like get to send this email to them. And like that, friends of friends, like that, you can get their email, they'll help you. And then I don't think that's being biased, because to me, I'm very convinced that the strategy of trying to send a bulk mail won't work, because I'm also, if you send me such kind of mail, once I don't need to, some people don't open their mail. They just need to see the heading, where it's coming from. Like now, I've been with my email for how many years? So whatever mails is coming to me, I know where it's coming from. I know who I'm, like now, as I'm here, I know who I'm expecting to get mail from and who I'm not expecting. So once I see that it's strange and it's not something that hits me like that, then I just delete it. I don't open it.
Sorry to cut you
Sorry,
short.
let him speak, because he's a lawyer. Please tell us, what do you think in your own legal sense? In your own legal sense of reasoning, from what we have discussed now, what do you think is possible in this kind of scenario?
Well, I understand her point very well, because truly it's quite difficult to get people to fill questionnaires, even normally when you hand it in physically. If you don't stay with them, you say that they can return it the next day or whatever.
When you go there,
it is quite difficult. But the truth is, it depends on what she, on what her target is and her audience, okay? Because if she has people of like minds, I have people that send me such stuff that I don't know before. But when I see that it's something related to my field, I want to help them. I click it and I fill the questionnaire. Is what I do. So and it's something that anyone who is of who is of a like mind, who wants to share knowledge and who wants to actually impact, wouldn't find it as a problem to actually go ahead and do that, and wouldn't just look away. So if she says that she believes that she would get the necessary data from our target audience, in a way, I also think it is possible, because it is what I do. So at the end of the day, it's on a balance of probability. Maybe it will work, maybe it won't work. But she knows that kind of person. If it's in the legal field, the legal arena, I know that for like minds will definitely go ahead to help me out and feel
good.
In addition to just what you said, to clarify, the platform is coming from the uni. So it's like the bulk mail
From the
is being
university.
sent from, so
because
it's going to be,
people in
I'm going
Nigeria
to
don't know when you
introduce,
just say uni.
From the university,
Yeah.
from my university. So I'm going to introduce myself. I'm so and so person. I'm kind of this communication research project. Could you kindly fill this questionnaire?
Are you
And then
going
they
to
will
speak on video or written
there will
script?
be some videos actually in the questionnaire.
And this is part of the video too, yeah? Because people will see this and then know that you are going to do something
I
like
don't
this.
need to show my face, but there will be some videos
No,
that will
but
be
now they
analyzed.
see you.
So that's how the bulk mail comes in. So it will just be the platform is on the from the university, beg your pardon. And then I'll introduce myself so they know that I am a student.
Yeah.
So they'll gladly, and it depends on if the topic is very interesting, if it catches their attention, like just like Father Billy said, they should be able to fill the question, and that's why I believe that it's really going to work.
Okay, let me just point out something. The result that you're going to get, how will this result affect a man like me, a Facebook user like me?
It affects you because you know that there's a possibility of catching people's emotion in the digital world. It's not just seeing a person smile that you catch the emotion. And it adds to the communication research field as well.
Okay,
It's
so
new.
so what are the implications of being catching somebody else's emotion? What are the what do I gain or lose from that?
You're sharing emotions now.
Okay.
You are
So
sharing
if I
emotions. Just
share
the basic
emotion,
the main
what do I
thing-
gain?
The main idea is just to know that it's just to like make a comparison between the digital world and the face-to-face.
Okay, your own is just to make the comparison.
Yes, and
not
to say
go
that
deep to
things
say
exist.
Yeah,
Things also
okay.
exist. Things that exist in face-to-face also exist in the digital world. To show you the level at which the world has become so digitalized, and it's actually becoming a reality.
yeah. The Facebook is a world or it's also a planet. Anyway, so now your result is just that it will be affecting me because I share people's emotion, and I will make more people also be part of this small emotional stuff.
Exactly.
Something
Your
like that.
emotion can affect me,
Yeah.
and I can get affected from your emotion through Facebook, through what you share on Facebook. Yeah. Because most times, what you
Like
post
as
on
we know
Facebook-
also in music, yeah, music can change your mood. Sometimes there are some music you hear like this, you like to smoke. There are some music you hear, you think about a girl, for example. Things can change like that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And Afolabi want to say something else. Yeah.
So it's just another follow-up question. What do you think about people who they don't have emotions or they don't show emotions?
Some people are stiff. They are very stiff.
I will use your Facebook as an example. I, for one, I see a lot of posts on Facebook. There are some posts
How
that
many friends you have on Facebook?
but I don't even know. I'm not so regular.
You don't know how many friends you have on
social
Facebook?
media.
How many friends you have on Facebook?
I can't
Okay,
really
you
say
don't know how
precisely.
many friends you have on Facebook?
I can't say precisely neither.
Are you above 5,000?
Not up to, I'm not up to.
Okay, but you should know because you are going to do something with these people.
Yeah, but it doesn't, the amount of friends I have on Facebook doesn't really matter because it's not my friends that I'm using.
Okay.
I'm not working on my direct friends.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are you also trying to educate yourself on Facebook itself?
Of course, as I'm carrying out the research, I'm broadening my knowledge and I'm
Of
getting
Facebook.
to know.
Can you tell me one or two things? Because me, I don't know so much. I just register and post. Tell me something about
But you
Facebook.
just mentioned that Facebook is a planet and it's a world on its own. So
Yeah, but then, based on definition, but I want you to tell me, for example, apart from logging in, posting something, tell me something
Facebook
else.
is a virtual community in which
Okay.
people gather together. It's
Okay.
just like a church. Look at now, it's just like, for instance, if you're in a church.
Mhm.
So it's a virtual community in which people gather together, they share. Whatever they post is called memes. They share maybe their pictures, the type,
Okay.
they share the emotions,
Yeah,
emotion
now, so
icons.
thank you so much. Please go on with your listing.
Okay, so
with your question.
for people who don't show emotion, how do you really prove? Is there still a way that you can prove that what they see on Facebook really affects them or really affects their emotions, and probably they are just pretending not to notice, or they're just ignoring? Can you really say for sure that what people see on Facebook really affects their emotions?
Or they are doing this just to support their people. Because, for example, if a guy posts something, maybe RIP Mama, for example, then I would just write RIP Mama Africa, for example.
Well, you
So
just
some
nailed
people will even
it. That's where the issue of the
they will skip.
contagion comes in.
Yeah,
Because
because
if you
you
said
reacted.
RIP, you reacted to it.
and that's because this guy is my friend,
In
and
your case-
I don't just want this thing.
In your own case,
But it's
I
still
agree that he has
contagious.
controlled that emotion of yours. That you have contacted the whole. Okay. You
No,
also wrote
sometimes not.
You-
Sometimes I am
Okay.
not really interested, but being that you, for example, if you post something, for example, say, hard day, today was very hard, but thank God everything is okay. For me, it's not my story, but you are on my friends list. I want to support your feeling by clicking like.
It's still
But you still
contagious.
contagious.
But I don't feel it.
Wait, the only way I can explain to you, I feel it's still contagious because you are still moved to
You
people
reacted.
you don't want
You
to.
reacted to
When
it.
it's not contagious.
I want to help him.
When it's not contagious, it's when he comes to you and say, bros, don't like that thing, no. Then you know that it's not contagious.
So-
You're being asked to do it.
So please hear me. My own question is, how can you prove that those people who just see your post and they just go ahead,
Bypass.
they just bypass? Like it happens. Sometimes we have the conversations
Yeah.
that people, Nigerians or Africans, you should promote your brother. You
Yeah.
see your brother doing something, just like to help him. You
That's
just
what
pass
I'm
by.
saying. You
Well,
help.
they
You
won't-
like to help.
Well, those are not the
You
people.
are not really feeling that thing.
Those are not the people I'm trying to study. I'm
But
trying
it's
to
they're
study.
on Facebook.
No, I'm
they're
trying
on
to study.
Facebook.
Yeah, but I'm
Not
trying
in
to
Nigerian people
study.
you want to study.
I'm not
Because
trying to study.
Nigerian man can never like your work. A Nigerian man not will like your work. I want them to hear this. This is very poor.
If the emotions are actually contagious on
Yes.
Facebook like it is on
We should
Facebook.
promote each
So
other.
now your question, I'm sorry, I won't be able to answer that because that is not my target. You
Nigerian
understand?
so
So, in a nutshell, you are discriminating.
Yeah, exactly. That's why
I'm
she's
not-
being
I'm not-
biased.
I'm not-
I would say that's why she's being biased
So-
because she says she doesn't want
You
to
are
be
No,
biased.
no. It's not like I'm
target
not
is
discriminating.
Facebook, actually.
Yeah, my target is Facebook.
So you don't need to know.
yeah, it's
You don't need to like group them. Those that like and those that don't like.
But what
Those
I'm
that
trying-
are
all
not
of
emotional,
them.
you are
what
not
I'm
part
trying to
of
study
this
is
subject.
emotions.
Those are
So if they decide not to
people.
show their emotions,
I understand you. People who don't show emotion. It's not
not part
part
of
Don't
the
fill
study.
the questionnaire.
They need another student.
Because
Don't bother.
even if my personality goes to those
No,
people,
bro.
they wouldn't even feel
I
it.
tell you
So they're
something, Abalabi.
automatically out of the
These
study.
people,
So
these
it's not
people
fine.
need another student to study non-emotional people.
No.
Maybe I will take on that.
For instance, if you don't show your emotions and my questionnaire comes to you, you would even ignore the questionnaire.
Yeah.
So from that it means you're not even part of the study in the first place.
Yeah.
So that's why I said that those are not the people I'm trying to study.
You have a point.
But that means
So,
that your
because Nigerian, no, that means
your research is too broad
No.
in a way because
No.
you target as those on Facebook,
Facebook.
you know how they react to.
No,
to
we have
emotions.
asked all the questions before. I ask her because I'm a geographer. I'm very particular about regional stuff. I'm very particular about your area. That's why I ask Europe, Africa, Asia. Which people are you trying to meet to reach? And because I know that Europeans and Africa at different times we feel differently. We have
This
different
is an
feelings.
academic work and it
Yeah.
has to do with my own future. So I cannot I'm not doing something, it's not like I'm being sponsored for this.
Yeah.
So I need to consider all that. And I told you that I'm
No, with
considering the
this,
people
if you
my-
need a sponsor, you have to say, this is 10 Nigerians. If you need a sponsor, if you need people to reach out to you, we are going to put out your email. People will get to us, we get to you. If you want people to support you, if you want to get a greater audience, this is the avenue, this is 10 Nigerians.
Well, for now. I
And for
think-
now, you don't need
For
too
now,
much
let me
cash.
start
You have
with-
it.
But now, because of the nature of what the research is all about, because it's being done for schoolwork and
Yeah.
for me to get my points and my grades and everything. Maybe after doing that, and it's something very interesting, then I could call for more sponsors,
So to take it further to PhD.
Exactly,
Okay.
and then I could do it. I could not do. Maybe I could do the research not only on Facebook now, but I could do it on other social media,
Okay.
social networks, maybe on Snapchat, Instagram, and then to see if these emotions really exist. And then not only with what they type, but also because I'm going to work on their photographs as well. Because the memes, you understand? Maybe I could just show a photograph that portrays like anger, and see if people would react more to the negative emotion.
Normally,
to the
yes.
positive one.
Normally, yes.
But you can't really say. Normally, yes.
From my experience, I know that it's like this. If I go now and write that I am enjoying myself in Zurich at the Zurich airport, I will get like 25 likes for comments. But if I write now that, for example, God forbid, motor jam somebody and cut his leg, blood is everywhere on the picture. You will see people praying and writing a lot of stuff, 100 likes more. And before tomorrow, we don't go viral.
So in a way, you're saying negative emotions are more contagious than
People like to
emotions.
hear negative things more. People like bad news.
Well, for now, I believe.
But anyway,
now.
anyway, let's be positive. We hope to see good news, positive news. And do you have more questions, please?
No, that's all.
Okay, you have more questions?
I'll just say, in a nutshell,
Okay.
without having all these your terminologies that could be a little bit,
Yeah, we are not in that
just
field, but yeah.
in a nutshell.
Yeah.
What is the goal of this research? What will you learn? Want the common man to learn, have as a lesson?
I think
The
she
end of
mentioned
this
that in the
No, in a
first
nutshell.
talk. Yeah, okay.
In a nutshell.
Okay, tell us in a
Just
nutshell.
catch it. Tell her.
In a nutshell, mean that you need to look up.
The digital world has become a reality, and everything that happens in face-to-face setting happens in the digital world as well. And
Not
as long
totally.
as-
Anyway, I don't agree.
Most of the
totally.
things happen. Emotions too. That's
Emotions and script and things, but physical things don't exist there. People quarrel script we're using script and videos, but they don't fight on Facebook physically.
But it still does something to the emotion. If I tell you something negative, if I tell you
But anyway, I know that people have taken digital stuff to real world. After quarreling online, we see it every day in America. All these our black sisters, every day they fight. They first
and
quarrel
that's
on
how it has
Facebook.
become a reality.
Yeah, they quarrel on Facebook and then they fall out in the street and do it physically.
Yeah, so that's how it has become a reality,
Yeah.
and everything that exists happens. You understand? You see people transfer emotions from Facebook, and then the beef comes out in the
Yeah.
physical world as
Okay,
well.
what is beef?
The anger.
Okay. No, I just want to ask. No, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And we wish you all the best
Thank you very much.
from Tell Nigerians, from Nigerians. Tell Nigerians is about us, about Nigerians, about what we are doing. We congratulate you for your knowledge. It's not easy, and we congratulate you for being a student because we know that according to Lucky, your study will go well, and we hope to see you again to present. Maybe the next time we see you with your printed paper to say, this is your thesis, and we wish that you get the best.
Thank you.
Yeah, with a very good result.
Yes, yes, thank you so much.
Successful defense.
Yes,
Thank you.
thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Nice one, nice one, nice one, nice one. Thank you.
Professor,
You not pass like this.
senior consultant
Yeah.
on emotions, but not for non-emotional